on, guys? It is Wednesday. I'm gonna call this for now the drive, where I get to kind of talk about questions I get asked on social media, as well as exploring topics that I'm personally, diving into in my own personal life, and just get to connect and talk with you guys a little bit. So if you have anything specific that you want to learn about, drop them in the comments. It's about 9:15 now. I'm about 10 minutes away from the office. I just dropped the kids off at school. I always do their morning routines, pack their lunches, get them off to school, and then I head to the office for a couple hours, and then I go back to pick them up at 1 o'clock. That's kind of been at least the routine for the past few months since they started school. My wife has been on bed rest for 10 weeks now with our third kid, and she had a preterm labor scare at 26 weeks. Thankfully, thank God for modern medicine, they were able to stop the labor and the contractions from progressing. At 36 weeks now. We'll see. Maybe the next time I do one of these, we've got a third kid. I don't know. But until kind of life gets back to normal, I'm gonna be dropping the kids off at school, picking them up, and doing that whole thing. So time at the office has been a little bit limited, which is all good. The topic I feel like I've been thinking a lot about lately is this idea of consistency. And I think right now there's a big kind of trend inside the fitness industry to kind of chase what's optimal. Not a diss at anybody that's trying to be optimal or science-based or anything like that, but there's also a human element, I think, in the equation of consistency that plays into that. And that's where I think a lot of people might shy away from exercising a certain way because they see, so-and-so say that it's not the way to do it. Or they might see some insert fitness charlatan that's really, really advocating for this one style of exercising or this one diet. And they think, man, that's gotta be the way to do it. But then they try it and it doesn't really align well with either their lifestyle. Maybe they don't like it. Maybe their body doesn't respond well to it. And so it's funny to me that that's the climate that we live in the fitness world, but it's a part of it. And obviously, yes, if you are in the industry, I do think it's in your due diligence to explore those things. But when people begin to focus on something that really probably contributes about 1% to someone's actual outcomes when it comes to fitness and nutrition, and they make that their whole shtick that they post on social media about, that's when I begin to have an issue with it, because then you get a lot of misinformation. You get a lot of people that are confused about what they should be doing in order to see the best results, when in reality, moving your body more, walking 8,000 to 10,000 steps a day, lifting 2 to 3 times per week, and then finding some time at some point in your training journey to introduce some sort of zone 2 or zone 3 cardio. At the end of the day, that's really what's going to play the biggest dividends for your body and your health in the long run. So how do you become consistent with something? Find something that you actually can stick to. Find something that you can show a high adherence to for at least a year. And I say a year because I think that it's really, really easy for someone to get dialed in for a season of time. Right now, I've been in this really, kind of chaotic season with my wife being on bed rest for the last 2.5 months. That has really introduced a lot of variables into my life that if I had not had a flexible plan, and granted, I know that I also have a flexible job too, being an online fitness coach and doing influencing and things like that, but I still have a job. I still the business still needs someone to run it. I still have to program and do all the things and run meetings and meet with brands and things like that. So there's still items that I do have to execute on when it comes down to kind of what I do for a living. But that being said, if I hadn't had a flexible exercise protocol during this entire time, I'm not really sure how consistent I would have been, when it comes down to staying on top of my workouts. And so the reason I say stick to something for an entire year is because what you're going to experience in that entire year is going through chaotic seasons, going through busy seasons, whether it's, maybe you go on a vacation, maybe you have a work trip, maybe you have something personal happen to you, Maybe you lose a pet, maybe you get married, maybe you have a child, like switch jobs, whatever it is, like just literally insert anything into that blank that might introduce some sort of chaos or uneasiness to your life. And that, to me, if you can learn how to stick with something through those seasons, like that's the most powerful thing that you can learn how to do, because then you're proving to yourself that you are a fit person. You want to be healthy, you want to eat well, and obviously train hard and all those things, whether life is going really great or whether it's not going great. And so pick a modality, do it for a year, show yourself you can be consistent with something. And then after that, if you want to start to nitpick exactly what you're doing, like let's just say after a year, maybe you've lost some weight, maybe you've gained some strength, maybe you've improved the way your body feels, that's when you can start to get nitpicky about, oh, like I'm gonna switch to doing this like science-based lifting program, or man, I really want to run an ultra marathon. I think I'm gonna start dedicating a lot of time to building up my mileage each week. So that will allow you, nice, I just hit the curb. That will allow you to prove that stuff to you, and it'll make it a part of your identity. So don't get hung up on the details, pick something, just get started. And at the end of the day, whether that's, doing something like what I do in terms of what I put out on my app or on my social media, or whether that's something that, looks more like a bodybuilder, Sam Sulik, Chris Bumstead, like if you look at all those guys, like the reason they achieved success in what they did is because they did the really boring work through every season of their life. They did the boring work to get to where they are, and that's like 95% of becoming successful in literally anything in life. So yeah, don't get hung up on the details. Pick something, get started, stick with it, make a commitment to yourself to stick with it. And then after you've done that thing for like a year, then you can basically sit back and go, what else can I do? How can I make this better? And you'll be amazed at what you can achieve in a year. Anyway, I just got to the office. It's time to go inside and get some work done. All right, made it up into the office space. Gonna get some work done. Before I do though, just have to point this out. These are like Ryan and Josh's desks right here. Our two just absolute stud media guys, Solar Wave Media. Let's go. There's Brian's desk. Check this out. There's mine. We got a freaking lawn chair and like a $200 Amazon desk. But you know what? It doesn't really matter. So I'm not scared to admit I definitely need to get a new desk and chair setup, but I've literally been working at this desk for like 6 months now, just like this. So anyway, we'll upgrade soon, but just haven't done it yet. I don't know if it's laziness or just pure neglect, but literally just haven't made the time. You'll probably learn this about me too. I'm a pretty simple guy. I could quite literally wear the same t-shirts every day and be totally fine with it. It's our guy Ryan, he just got in. You say hi to the vlog? I'm vlogging, dude. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm vlogging. Just filming some stuff. Legendary human being right there. Did you get the pathos stuff written up for tomorrow? No? Not yet. We can hash that out. Yes, sir. Let's go. All right, it's 11:33. Time to get a little movement in. So today what we got is, I was gonna do a 4-mile run. I don't have time for that now. It's 11:33 and I got a meeting with a client at noon. So what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna run really hard for about 25 minutes and get back in time to basically catch my breath. Once I get done with my run, when I get back, I'm gonna take my meeting in the sauna, wrap up around 12:20, 12:25, change clothes, and then go pick up the kids from school. Let's go. Mile number 1, 7:23. Mile 2, 7:31. Legs are feeling heavy today. All right, mile number 3, 7:15. 22:20, 3.02 miles. Average pace 7:24. It's currently 11:58. I'm gonna go grab my water, jump in the sauna, and do a quick coaching call with one of my online clients, and then we'll head to pick up the kids from school.
I just built different, dude.
Legend.
Savage.
You about to go for a run?
Yeah, I may.
Yeah?
You just run?
Yeah, I just got done.
Let's go. How long?
3 miles.
How'd it feel?
Dude, legs are heavy today.
Zone 2 focus or what?
No, probably it's more like zone 4. I was pushing it because I left so late. I had to kind of push it to get back on time.
These shorts though, have you shown them the shorts?
No, check these out. Got the Flow Life logo on them. We might throw them on the website. We'll see.
Zip up pocket.
Zip up pockets. They feel good for running. I do like them for running, working out.
I mean, dude, what do I gotta do to get like 6 pairs? I'm just gonna buy it. Because I know I'm not gonna steal it from you.
Dude, so good. JB, homeboy just got done on the treadmill. Oh yeah, heck yeah. As long as you don't mind listening to me be motivational.
This is for you, buddy.
Hey, cheers. This is how we finish the day here at the Pathos Studio. A little Modelo. If I could even drink beer, I wish I could. I'm gluten-free, folks. It's part of the game. If I drink any alcoholic beverages, it's typically tequila or a seltzer. The sauna is hot. Let's go. All right, just had a really good client call. Took it in the sauna. Super sweaty now. I'm gonna run outside, take a quick shower. We actually ended up talking about the same thing that I talked about at the beginning of this video about consistency and how important that is to your long-term success. At the end of the day, Jimmy V has this quote, at the end of the day, some seasons of life, you're just gonna survive and advance. Survive and advance. That's what he told his NCAA championship basketball team when he was coaching them to the NCAA title. And some games they were edging out other teams, some games they were blowing them out. But at the end of the day, they just kept winning. And what mattered on the scorecard was either a W next to their name or an L. That's what allowed them to continue in that NCAA tournament. And that's the same way you can approach your own life, whether you're going through a stressful season, whether you're going through a season of life that feels easy and everything feels great. Just remember that sometimes you're gonna have to survive and advance and get through it, but you're gonna keep taking steps forward, and that's gonna help you have that long-term success and progress down the road. So, all right, heading to pick the kids up from school now. Running a little bit behind, but that's gonna be it for this video. Not a whole lot of working out in this one. I'll definitely be documenting a little more of the training and stuff like that in the coming days. But the theme of this entire episode has been talking about consistency, not getting stressed out by the details, finding something that works well for you and just getting started on that. Appreciate you guys being here. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like it, subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna put all my links in the description. We've got a free 7-day training guide. The FFT app has a 14-day free trial. We do one-on-one coaching, and I've got a brand partners page as well, all linked below. Love you guys. We'll see you on the next one.